And we're live. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, emergency video for you guys, real quick. I'm very exhausted. I've had a very long day. Um, well, first and foremost, let me give you my spiel. Hola, mis amigos, ¿cómo están? Aquí soy Raúl. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. As usual, the disclaimer this is not to be taken as financial advice. This is just for education purposes only to keep you up to date with what's happening with finances, what is happening in the market, and maybe help you make some better financial decisions. Now, please take just small opportunity or just a little bit of time to go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You should be able to see it right here in the video. You should be able to see the link. Just click on it, go and subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, share the video. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please share it. If you hear a baby screaming in the background, that is my daughter. She didn't go to daycare today because the weather was supposed to be bad and it didn't rain anymore. So if you hear screaming in the background, it's her. And I sincerely apologize for that. So now that I got all that information out of the way, awful day in the stock market today. So there's two indexes, two major indexes that we look at to determine how the stock market is doing. The first one is the S&P 500, 500 biggest companies in the United States, and the second one is the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq index, we call it the tech index. It's the one that has all the big heavy tech players. You know, you got your Microsoft and you got your Tesla. Well, the Nasdaq index, which is the tech index, usually is the one that drops first because technology companies tend to drop first and they tend to drop faster. So that particular index has already hit the bottom that we hit in March. So remember in one of my previous videos, I had mentioned to you guys that the worst that the stock market had done up until now was back in March. Well, the NASDAQ is already at that level today, which means one of two things is going to happen. Either it's going to bounce up from there or we're just going to keep on going down. I'm going to be real honest with you. The sentiment clear across the board, just watching multiple media outlets, just watching the sentiment of the market today, there's a very high probability that the NASDAQ is going to continue to trend down. That is going to bring down Tesla, that is going to bring down Apple, Microsoft, that is going to very heavily bring down cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of those guys are going to come down. Now, I want the market to go up. I want people to do well, especially if you have money invested in the market. I don't care if your money is in 401ks. I don't care if it's in mutual funds. I don't care what you have your money in. I obviously want you to do well. But at the same time, I want you to be aware of what's happening. There's just way too much fear in the market. There's way too much uncertainty. One of the things that I wanted to mention to you guys, and I haven't done a video on this, but I've been doing some videos on real estate, and actually the big real estate stocks have been crashing for like the last 3 or 4 months. So if that's any indicator as far as where the housing market is going to be in another 6 months to a year, well, big money has left those real estate companies a long time ago. So what's crashing now is actually not those real estate heavy players or real estate stocks. Those actually started crashing several months back. Now, one thing that you need to understand about real estate, like actual real estate, the price of homes, that tends to lag. So the market will crash first and bring everything down, including obviously the economy, because stocks, and when stocks appreciate and go up in value, is because of the movement of money. And like I told you, going into a recession means that we're slowing down the movement of money. Real estate tends to lag that. Now, there's still nowhere near enough inventory for real estate to see that adjustment, but interest rates are going up so drastically, which is why the stock market is crashing. And therefore it's just this perfect storm that's brewing. And there's just so much fear and so much uncertainty that as much as I want to be optimistic, and I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow we get a green day, because we did reach that level that we were at in March. So usually when you reach one of those levels, because in March we got to that level and then we bounced up, hopefully the same thing will happen this time around. And we'll bounce up and we'll go and we'll see stocks just kind of start trending up again. But like I said, just looking at the market sentiment, it just doesn't seem to be the case. So we'll see how this plays out tomorrow. The other major index, which is the S&P 500, that one has not yet hit the low that we saw back in March, but it is very close. And so if tomorrow the NASDAQ, remember the NASDAQ is the tech index, which is already at the low that we hit in March. If that one breaks that level and we just keep on going lower, then it's going to pull the S&P 500, where the S&P 500 is going to hit the level that we hit in March, and then that one is going to keep on going lower, bringing down everything else with it. It's just really what's happening right now, ladies and gentlemen, which is why I wanted to make this emergency video for you guys, just so you can have a better understanding. Now, what can you do if you yourself invest in stocks? And keep in mind that this video is only for educational purposes only, not to be taken as financial advice, because I don't want you to go and put money in the stock market and then you lose $1,000 or $2,000 and you go say, hey, well, Raul said to put. No, I just want to educate you. I just want to keep you informed. At the end of the day, you make your financial decisions as you see fit, as they work well for you. But there's just a lot of uncertainty right now. Still a wonderful opportunity to you and to go and pick up maybe some of your favorite companies. Tesla had been doing pretty well. Tesla got annihilated today. And part of the reason may be because Elon is now focused on Twitter, and maybe the Tesla community is not being very receptive to that information. But also you have to keep in mind that Tesla is in the NASDAQ index, and Tesla is also in the S&P 500 index. Tesla is in both of those indexes. So part of the reason why those two indexes are going down severely is because Tesla is pulling them down. So just food for thought. I'm going to bring you some more videos. I'm going to bring you some more videos on the real estate market. The next video that I want to bring you is really breaking down inflation and exactly how it is that we got to the scenario that we're in today, and really why things are as bad as they look, because they look pretty bad. You know, I follow a lot of just pretty heavy hitter financial YouTubers, influencers, and all of them, you can just see the sentiment on their face is just like, dude, what the hell? Because that's just the type of day that it was today. We got a little bit of hope yesterday, and yesterday I was like, man, maybe we're starting to turn around. I was hopeful, I was optimistic. That's definitely not what played out today. It's very unfortunate, but it's just too much uncertainty. You have to keep in mind that anytime that you put money into investments that are volatile, that can go up in value or down in value, they are primarily driven by sentiment, either positive sentiment or negative sentiment. If there's positivity in the market, then they're going to go up. And if there's negativity in the market or uncertainty, then they're going to go down. And there's just so much uncertainty right now that we could be in for a rough ride that will be a good chunk of 2022. So I'll bring you some more content. I'll bring you some more videos. If you go and check your portfolios, don't have a heart attack, because understand this. Stocks trend up with time, especially if you invest in good quality stocks. They trend up with time. So over the course of time, they will recover and then they'll go and hit new highs. So stocks trend up with time. That's just the way the stock market works. I still want to bring you information. I still want to keep you informed. And let me know if you have any questions. Now, this time, aside from including the link to my YouTube channel, please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think I have like 38 subscribers now, so I'm very excited. I don't have 30 anymore. I don't have 35. I have 38. But and you guys can hold me accountable to this. My goal is in the next, let's say the next 1 to 2 years, we're going to hit 1 million subscribers on this channel. And we go back and watch this video and say, hey, man, you did it. It took you 2 years or 3 years. Hopefully it doesn't take me like 35 or 40 years, because by then, well, I'll be too old for anybody to want to watch any type of video having anything to do with me. So maybe I can do it in the next 1 or 2 years. And you guys can really, really help me by subscribing to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so, by sharing this video, and by just watching my content. It's absolutely free, and I only bring it to you to keep you informed, especially if you're from the Rio Grande Valley, because I'm from the Rio Grande Valley, and I really do think that the people here in our community can really use the financial guidance. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my video, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.